From folklore to global icon, a holiday legend, unpacking the myths, a journey around the world, and the truth behind the man in red. Peter Patter presents Misunderstandings for IBCN News. Hello, I'm Peter Patter, and these are Misunderstandings. Today I'm joined by a man whose name sparks many emotions: joy, skepticism, and in some cases, controversy. He's a figure celebrated and commercialized, questioned and forever reimagined. He goes by many names: Santa Claus, Papa Noel, Saint Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Pierre Noel, and Father Christmas, to name a few. It's for these reasons that he's asked that we keep his true identity a secret. But no matter the name or whether we can see his face, the legend remains the same. He's here with me now to unwrap the mystery that is Santa Claus.
It's a pleasure to be here, Peter. But please, call me Santa. Though I must say, controversy seems a little dramatic for a man who delivers presents to children.
Well, Santa, you do break into people's homes.
Oh, fair go, Peter. People obviously want me to come. They leave out cookies, for goodness sake. Some even leave out a little liquor, bless their cotton socks. No, Peter, that's an invitation in my book. You want to know what else is in my book, Peter?
What's that?
A list of who's naughty and who's nice. Ho, 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 ho.
Of course it is. Santa, you've been depicted in many ways: saint, spirit, corporate creation. Some go as far as to say that you're nothing more than an idea.
A very good idea. Ho, 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 ho.
Tell me, who are you exactly, and why the need for so many aliases?
Well, Peter, that's easy. The names are given to me by the people I deliver the presents to. As far as secrecy is concerned, I just prefer to keep myself out of the limelight. Besides, giving isn't about the one who gives. It's about who's receiving. Ultimately, I am what the world needs me to be: a guardian of tradition and a keeper of joy. Of course, I have changed over the years. I didn't always wear a red suit. I used to dress in green and ride on the back of a goat. A goat, Peter! Can you imagine? Charging across the rooftops, clinging to their horns for dear life. Ho, 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 ho.
That's quite the image. I guess baby Jesus in a manger wasn't cutting it.
Now that's not fair. The fact is, Peter, for any idea to become a reality, there needs to be a vision. And like any vision, it develops through story. We all exist through stories, Peter. You, me, everyone. Everyone.
So who does decide your story, Santa? It certainly wasn't mentioned in the Gospels.
Well, that's the magic of it, Peter. I let the people decide. Every culture, every generation shapes me anew. The Dutch wanted to see me in a bishop's robe? No problem. Coca-Cola preferred a red suit? Fantastic.
Santa, hiding your identity and adopting multiple aliases through various countries could be seen by some as evasive and potentially devious. What do you say to those people who suggest that you may not actually be a person, and if you are, that you might in fact have multiple different lives in various locations?
Well, that's just nonsense.
Is it, Santa? There have been multiple reports over the years claiming that you, or at least persons claiming to be you, have made inappropriate advances towards children when said children were placed in your personal care during gift requests and photo opportunities.
How dare you? How very dare you? This is outrageous. I refuse to entertain that line of slander.
That's a convenient way to avoid addressing the elephant in the room.
Reindeers, Peter. I use reindeers. Remember the song? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers. I have never used elephants, and I certainly wouldn't let one in a room. That's just ludicrous. They barely fit through the door for starters, and if they did, they'd make a hell of a mess. You media people are all the same. No, you leave me no choice, Peter. You have hereby been struck from this year's nice list.
Santa, answer me honestly. Have you been drinking?
Oh, here we go. Have you been speaking with my wife?
Should I, Santa? Would she confirm your struggle with alcoholism?
Ha! Don't worry yourself about it, my boy. I can assure you, there is no struggle.
Santa, this may come as a surprise to you, but long before you came onto the scene, Christmas celebrated the birthday of Jesus Christ.
Don't patronize me. I've only ever promoted the celebration of Christmas.
Jesus.
Right. Yes. Right.
Santa, how do you respond to the suggestion that you've hijacked the most sacred of Christian feast days through a campaign of propaganda and commercialism, masquerading as a benevolent senior citizen, when in fact you're a cunning entrepreneur and marketing genius who has cleverly adapted to the contemporary trends of any given jurisdiction?
Now you listen here, Peter. I'm not the one on the naughty list. I make the list. And if you continue to try and rubbish my good name with your casual insinuations, you'll find yourself struck from the nice list in perpetuity.
Are you threatening me, Santa?
It is what it is.
Santa, I'd like to take this opportunity to cross live to an expert on psychology, Dr. Martin Athelius. Dr. Athelius has practiced extensively in both child and adult psychology and has written numerous articles on psychological manipulation. Dr. Athelius, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Peter. And hello, Santa.
What the heck is this? Some kind of setup? I thought you said this was an exclusive interview.
And it is, Santa. Dr. Athelius is here to share some insights on your behaviours and to try to help you see the patterns you've created.
Now you listen to me, you ruddy upstart. I don't need some psych to analyze me. I'm the one who says who's naughty and who's nice, not some charlatan quack.
Don't worry, Santa. I'm just here to have a chat.
Oh, get bent.
Santa, the idea of creating a naughty and nice list does in fact suggest the need for authority and control. The giving and the withholding of affection expressed through gifts can be understood as a form of control through emotional and psychological manipulation.
Fine. Have it your way. Another one to the naughty list.
Tell me, Santa, how was your childhood? Were you given gifts as a child? Employing multiple aliases is often used as a way of creating a mystique, allowing one to operate beyond the ordinary human authority and expectations. Crafting a persona that people are drawn to and are influenced by could be considered a form of macro-psychological manipulation, and a tool developed to serve those ends.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you still talking? Your voice blends terribly with the ringing in my ears.
Santa, what do you say to the notion that you are in fact a fictitious character? A product of consumer marketing, conjured up in order to promote emotionally driven spending. that by placing your persona in the North Pole, the people who decide who and what you are, as you put it, have isolated your character and placed it both physically and metaphorically above the rest of society in order to create a level of control, maintaining the mystique so necessary for keeping the dream alive for all who believe in you.
Listen, Peter. If I'm the fictitious character you suggest I am, wouldn't it be my duty to hold up the curtain and maintain the illusion? Why would I come here, Do you think I need the extra publicity? Or do you think I've got something to hide?
I don't assume anything, Santa, though you have asked to remain in the dark.
Of course. You realize how famous I am? I don't want to be hassled whenever I walk to the corner store for my morning paper.
You walk to the shops for your morning paper?
You know what I mean.
Naturally, which is why we accommodated you. Don't worry, I've got just a few more questions for you, Santa. I don't expect you're going to have a problem with answering any of them.
Oh, that's nice. You don't think I'll have a problem with them. Don't play with me, Peter. I know your game. Do you think I'm frightened of you? Do you think you might uncover some ugly truth about me? Well, guess what? I couldn't care less what you think about me. Anyone who watches your silly little show obviously has special needs.
Santa, please, it's not appropriate to denigrate my audience.
More emotional manipulation, I see, Santa.
It's sad, isn't it, Peter? That you feel the need to attack your childhood hero?
I never said you were my childhood hero.
No, of course not. Poor Peter. It's very obvious what you're trying to do here. But don't get me wrong, it's very clever.
What is it that you think I'm trying to do?
Isn't it obvious? You thought that by bringing in this quack, you two might team up and push my buttons and find some hidden weakness in me. Well, I'm sorry to inform you both, but you're sadly mistaken. The reality is simple. I'm spreading holiday cheer and encouraging kindness around the world. That's it. It's never been about control. It's always been about keeping the magic of Christmas alive. But you know what? I'll be damned if I reward bad behavior. I don't give prizes for participation. You're either nice or you're naughty, so you better be good.
For goodness sake?
Don't get cute, Peter.
Often when people are confronted with uncomfortable truths, they shift the focus to something more positive about themselves or what they do. The reality, as I see it, Santa, is that you've taken over a sacred religious celebration in order to promote yourself and your personal brand.
Respectfully, Quack, nobody asked you.
Santa, saying respectfully doesn't counteract disrespecting someone.
Oh, it doesn't. I thought it did. My bad.
Could it be, Santa, that you're avoiding addressing the deeper motivations behind your actions? This desire for authority and control that you yourself have wanted since you were a boy, and are now deflecting any criticism as a way of maintaining your public persona.
What did you say your name was? Martin? Ah, yes, I remember you. You wrote me a letter one year and asked for a truck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right. You wanted a truck, and I believe I gave you
A book about trucks. You see, Peter, this is exactly the type of psychological manipulation I've been talking about. Playing games with people's emotions through gift giving is a very powerful tool. But seeing as you brought up the subject, Santa, let's get one thing straight. If someone wants a book for Christmas, they will ask for a book.
Maybe. But maybe it was the right gift for you, Martin. You might have ended up as a truck driver instead of a psychologist if it wasn't for that book.
That's not the point. I wanted a truck.
Okay, let's leave that line of questioning aside for the moment, shall we, Doctor?
Yes. Be a good boy now, Martin.
My apologies, Peter. Santa.
Santa, some scholars trace your roots back to Saturn, the Roman god of time. They suggest that you're the ghost of Saturnalia, the festival of feasts, gift-giving and role reversal.
Saturnalia. Role reversal. You sure you're not projecting one of your fetishes, Petey boy?
Don't dignify that with a response.
Don't dignify that with a response.
It has been suggested that your red suit has replaced a toga, the sleigh replaced a chariot, and the judgment, naughty and nice, never left you.
Obviously.
Simmer down, Truckee.
You didn't descend from heaven, did you, Santa? You rose from Rome.
That's a very interesting theory, Peter, but completely unsubstantiated. What else you got?
The promotion of Christmas on different dates in different countries has been a point of contention for some time. Can you tell me what the motivation was behind the various festival dates?
Well, thank you for finally asking a relevant question, Peter. I thought this interview was supposed to be about Christmas. I didn't realize I was coming here to be psychoanalyzed. Now, first of all, the Bible doesn't specify the exact date of Jesus' birth. Theologians have debated this for centuries. Some suggest dates based on historical and astrological clues, but no clear consensus exists. December 25th was chosen by the early church to align with existing pagan festivals. Some scholars have proposed alternative dates like spring or early fall, but these remain speculative. The reality is that Christmas is celebrated on different dates around the world due to historical and religious reasons. Nothing to do with me. Now, let's face it. We celebrate the birthday of kings and queens on alternative dates and nobody raises an eyebrow. Many Orthodox Christians, certainly in Russia, Greece, and Serbia, celebrate Christmas on January 7th, following the Julian calendar, which is 13 days behind the Gregorian calendar used by most of the rest of the world. And don't get me started on all that. Now, December the 6th is celebrated as St. Nicholas's Day in many European countries, honoring the 4th century bishop known for his generosity, who most people think I am.
Which was my next question. So, if you're not St. Nicholas, Santa, who are you?
Well, I'm everyone and I'm no one. I'm the light in the darkness and hope when there's no hope to be found. I see you when you're sleeping and I know when you're awake. You want to psychoanalyze me? Take a look in the mirror. You'll find me there. You think you can lock me in a room, Peter? I gave Houdini his first pair of handcuffs. This interview is over.
Now, hold on a moment, Santa.
Classic evasion tactics. I can't say I'm surprised, though I fear we've just scratched the surface and only succeeded in deepening his resolve.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. With so many questions still unanswered, speculation is sure to swirl in his wake. My hope here was to determine once and for all whether Santa is a real person working for the betterment of Christmas, the promotion of Jesus' feast day, and the giving of gifts, or simply as a fictitious front for global consumerism, a marketing persona for big corporations, and the puppet master for our deepest desires. I'll leave that for you to decide. I want to thank you, Dr. Thelius, for your insights here today.
My pleasure, Peter.
And to you, Santa, whoever, wherever, and whatever you are, thank you for making the time to speak with us, even if it didn't end on the best note. I'll let you off my naughty list, even if you don't let me off yours. This has been another episode of Misunderstandings. I'm Peter Padder. Stay curious, stay critical, and this Christmas, remember, don't eat the ham. Jesus was a Jew, and it's not kosher. Until next time.